Hey guys, how's it going? And thanks for coming. I'm Nick, and this is Real Life Money, where we go over real life and money, because you know schools aren't, so let's get started. So are you looking for better interest rates than a stupid savings account? Well, in this video, we're going over what are CDs. Now, I'm not talking about Jimi Hendrix, Eminem, and I'm not going to start singing We All Live in a Yellow Submarine. I'm talking about certificates of deposit. So I'll be going over what they are. They're fairly simple to understand, and I'll give you my opinion at the end if it matters. So CDs are actually very similar to savings accounts. There's a few extra bells and whistles, but same concept. You're trying to save money. Now, of course, depending on the bank you go to, the minimum amount may change, but you can find that out online going to the bank. But let's say the minimum is $500. So what do you do? How does it work? And how do you make your millions? Well, you put your money into an account and you choose the term that you want. This term determines how long you want it to be locked up for, essentially. So once you put it in this account, you cannot touch it. So you could choose terms. It could be 3 months, 6 months, a year, 18 months, 2 years. You really choose, but whatever term that you choose, it's going to be locked up for that amount of time. The longer the amount of time, the higher the interest rate. So if you're the type of person that cringes on the idea of losing any type of money, this type of investment is for you. Mostly because there really is no risk. There is no way for you to lose money in a CD. That's why it is similar to a savings account. Your money keeps going up and up and up. So like I said before, different banks may give different features, different terms, different interest rates. If you're looking for the best interest rates, credit unions may actually be the answer for you guys. Because credit unions, they care about you. They're basically trying to help you out versus like a commercial bank, they're trying to make profit. So not only with CDs, but anything with interest rates, so like mortgages, car loans, savings accounts, all those interest rates are usually better than a normal commercial bank. Well, what if you need the money? Well, if you put your 500 or 1,000, whatever it is, into, let's say, a 1-year CD, you can't touch it. So if your car blows up, if you're trying to buy an apartment, or whatever, you need money, you really can't get it. To an extent. Now, yeah, you can get it, but, and there's always a but, kind of a big one, but there are fees and penalties. So, let's say, if you have that year or even 2 years, you're gaining interest over time. And if you want to pull it out, well, yeah, that interest you earned, you're not getting that. And there's also additional penalties for taking that out. So you get no interest and a little extra. Quick example, if you put $1,000 in there and you gain like $20 in interest, you're not getting that $20 if you pull it out early, and they might hit you with, I don't know, $5 or $10 of penalties as well. The banks need their money too, so they could get their grubby little hands on it. So guys, that's basically it. That's the basics of a CD. Very similar to a savings account if you're looking to save money. This has a better interest rate than a normal savings account. So, what's my opinion? So now, of course, it does depend on the type of person you are and what you're really trying to do with it. But if you're trying to grow your millions, it's going to take a long time. So if you're trying to get rich or build wealth, this is kind of a pathetic way to do it, because the average interest rate you could get could be like 1%, maybe a little extra. And at the same time, your money is locked up. Now, I'm not going to take it out and pay a penalty on it. That's stupid. I mean, unless you really, really, really need it. But I like having my, I want to use it if I need it. Or you can make even more money on it. So if instead of having it locked up for a year or two in a CD, what if you could put that 1 or 2 years somewhere else? Now that's how I think, especially if you're going for long-term growth. Like, you don't need this for years and years ahead, 3 or 5+ years. I would kind of suggest the stock market. Now, I personally have some of my money in the stock market because I agree with it. If you're interested in learning a little bit about it, I do have videos about it. Leave a link in the description for you. But check it out, guys. In the beginning of 2017, the stock market return, you could have easily gotten over 10% return compared to a CD of 1. And that 10% was 6 to 7 months. So obviously this is not a common occurrence or it's always going to happen. Now the average return of the market is usually 7 to 10% a year. So especially if you have that time, you could get into it. But that's the thing as well. When you look at CDs, you might get $100 interest. But if you go in the market, you could get hundreds or even thousands of dollars. If you're trying to grow those millions, I would definitely suggest the stock market over CDs. But if you do know that you need money fairly soon, maybe a year, 2, or even 3 years, for whatever, maybe a car, you're buying, house, apartment, whatever, then the market does go up and down, so you could lose money in that time. If you know you need it next year, CD might be better. If you're looking for pure growth, CDs suck. And one last idea, guys, it's basically risk and return. Obviously, when you look at CDs, you cannot lose money. It is very safe, and that's why the return is so low. If you want more return, you need to put more risk out there. So with more risk, you get more return, like the stock market. And that's essentially it, guys. Congratulations, you're a CD master now. Maybe not master, maybe a CD noob, but now you know what it is. Very similar to savings accounts. So if you're looking for better interest rates, CDs are kind of the way to go. If you're looking for growth, there are other things out there as well, guys. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Real Life Money, where we talk about real life and money because, schools aren't. Thanks for watching again, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.